Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is Louisiana Tradition Bourbon Whiskey, coming in at a 45% ABV, at least 4 years old. So for full disclosure, this bottle was sent over for us to take a look at and to review, so just keeping that transparency open. Now, I've been actually very fortunate enough to review several bottles coming out of the NOLA distillery located in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I really do like their profile. I think overall it's a really solid one. And they don't have to go big on the age statements, but for me, I love the subtle nuances they come across. But for me, I love the subtle nuances they bring across in their younger whiskey, and to me, it has a great profile to it. This one is one of their more local brands and bottlings that you can find at their distillery and the surrounding areas. And I'll just read kind of the little blurb on the back here. Louisiana Tradition Bourbon is produced in New Orleans, stored in American oak barrels, made with artisan spring water, handcrafted in the South using traditions handed down for 3 generations. So a little bit of family history it seems to be on this kind of a distillery bottle series, but nonetheless, let's just go and jump into the whiskey and see how it goes. As always, we're going to be trying it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, like just a drop of water, see if anything changes up. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit. If you're interested in some other releases by the NOLA Distillery, those will be linked up above and down below, along with a link to their website, so you can go check them out for yourself. Nice dark color in there. It's a little cloudy, but beautiful in there. A little almost dark amber. Now, I haven't got to try their vodkas yet, but I'm interested maybe at some point in time reviewing them as well. I do cover vodka from time to time, but they do like a habanero hot vodka, which I'm a huge spice fan, so we'll see if that ever shows up. Nonetheless, let's go for notes. Now see, I love this profile. It's salty mesquite smoke. I just love that. This is like something that you would get off of the grill or something that you want to sip on while you're eating barbecue. That saltiness is in there, and it's exactly like curing salt. So it's not like a peated Isla, nothing like that, but it's salty like curing salt for barbecue. Sweet vanillas, a little bit of caramelly going on in there as well. There's a very light oak profile. A little bit of wood sugars going on too. It's a very sweet whiskey. The corn layers are beautifully done. I'm going to assume this is a higher corn build. You're not getting much of if there's rye in this, you're not getting a high rye note. So you're getting just a nice spice in there. No ABV, nothing harsh, no off notes. Maybe a little bit of a sweet orange going on here, like a juicy orange. Just a light bit of it in there. But I love that smoky mesquite and the salty from the curing salt going on in here. It really does make me want to have some barbecue from down south. Let's go for a taste. And it's really easy on the palate. You get a bit of that curing salt on there. You get that mesquite smokiness in there. But then it kind of rolls into like a sweet vanilla cream. And the corn grains showing up, so you get a bit of sweetness from that. And then you're getting a bit of that oak vanilla caramel going on, kind of those classic bourbon notes. But that whole time, that curing salt smokiness is there. And I really do love that. There's no ABV, nothing harsh, no off notes. It does drink a little thin on the palate, and it might be because of its proof or the age statement. But nonetheless, this is a great example of a daily sipper. And I've said that on a few of their bottles because I find them just so inviting. And for me, I really love the unique profile they're able to bring across with that curing salt, smoky mesquite notes. Third sip here, I'm getting a little bit more of that charriness from the cask. Almost reminds me of a toasted barrel kind of idea going on here. But besides that, it is just a good straight shooter whiskey for me. I love that profile. I love that smoky mesquite, the saltiness. Even the vanilla in there is very solid. It kind of reminds me of like I'm not going to say it reminds me of vanilla cream soda almost, but not, almost more like a craft vanilla cream soda. All right, add a little drop of water, see how things change up here. Always love to do this for the sake of science, and it can also let us know how well it'll hold up in a cocktail. All right, let's go for notes on the water version. Very similar. If anything, it's just more dialed back. Maybe about 20-30%. Maybe a little waxiness coming out of here. I wonder if there's some barley showing up. It's possible there's some barley in this mash bill. For me, barley tends to bring out a grain waxiness. Still get the sweet corn layers, that salty, this mesquite showing up. Just a nice, good nose on that one. Honestly, it's really close. The neat version has a little bit more definition to it. You're getting a bit more of that curing salt, a bit more of that mesquite smokiness in there. Here, it dials back, I'd say about 20%. All right, let's go for a taste. The water actually makes it really easy to drink as well. You're not getting any ABV or harsh notes or anything strong out of that, but you are getting a bit of that curing salt, a little bit of smokiness, and then it kind of tapers off there. And that's no argument to the whiskey. It just happens sometimes with water. And not that it's a negative thing either. I think it's really simple, but you still get the two main components that I'm a big fan of. Let's go back to the neat version. Oh yeah. Night and day different. The taste probably dials back about 50%, but the nose only about 20%. This has all your characteristics. You're getting that oak, vanilla caramels, the deep, heavy smokiness of that mesquite. You're getting that deep curing salt here. On the water version, it does go a little more simple, but you're still getting a little bit of that salt, a little bit of the smoky mesquite note, and that sweet vanilla is showing up on the taste too. Not bad at all. As always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it as long as you enjoy it. Both aren't too bad, but that neat version, I really do like that. All right, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price, and it's always going to vary. Now, looking around online, I see the pricing on this kind of shift around a bit. Some locations are able to price this as low as like $30, where most land in that $40 to $45 range. And to be honest, as always, if you can get it cheap, grab it cheap. But at $40, I really don't see anything offensive or bad about that pricing. I think it's right on where it needs to be. But again, if I can pick it up for $30, I think it's a steal at that price point. It has such a unique profile for its age and location. That smoky, salty layer mixed in there with that mesquite, just beautifully done. And it just makes me want to have barbecue. I just want to go out right now and find good barbecue. There's no good barbecue here in Indiana. So shame on you, NOLA, for making me want that. But I really do like it. I think the profile is unique, and what they're doing, keep doing it. I don't know where they're sourcing this from, but I gotta say this, just keep doing it because I really love this profile. So it gets a big thumbs up in my book for sure. And again, if you're interested in learning more about NOLA or the Louisiana Tradition Bourbon Whiskey, links to their website will be down in the description area below. Go show them some love. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Louisiana Tradition Bourbon Whiskey. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I even like it might